Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. I'm thrilled that we have Daniel Amstead here with us today from US, from Philadelphia, and he's a realtor. He's also a podcaster and into law and music and stuff. So, Daniel, please introduce yourself and your entrepreneurial journey to our audience, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Tony, first and foremost, thank you for putting up your Facebook post that you were looking for guests to be on your platform. So thank you for the opportunity. I'm glad we connected. As Tony had mentioned, as far as what I got currently going on right now, law, not lawyer yet, not attorney yet, but currently pursuing my JD right now over at Delaware Law School. I'm also a career coach slash resume writer. In addition to that, I do have a 9 to 5, so please don't think I'm like the full Superman, but Superman also had a job. For those that don't know, he was taking pictures for the Daily Report, Daily Bugle. Yeah, I'm already messing up. And then also music artist on the side. I also have a podcast, the RNG Radio Show. Pretty much the purpose of that is to invite entrepreneurs to come on to talk about their business. So I look at it as a way that, we're all millionaires in our right mind. Have I had millionaires on the show? Absolutely. But the purpose of the podcast is to invite folks to come on to talk about their services, brand, and product. The other items, realtor based out in Philadelphia, PA, more so on the referral side. So, if you do come to me, I'm definitely going to give you all the tips and tricks that you need to know. But when it comes time to actually get the ball rolling, looking for that house, I'm going to pass you on to one of the amazing agents over at Super Realty Group. And then, let's see here. I believe that is all. So yes, those are all of my 20 million hats, Tony.
Excellent. Yeah. So one of the things that I would like to ask you in terms of, all these things that you're doing right now, like, how do you find the time to actually do all of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So last year, when I got started in law school, I'm thinking I'm already anxious, and already stressed out and saying like, oh, what is my schedule supposed to be like? And I had a schedule, but I never committed to the schedule. So now, as I'm starting my spring semester over at Delaware Law School, everything is blocked out for 30 minutes, even work, if I'm got the 9 to 5, it's like, hey, 9 to 9:30 work, 9:30 to 10 work, 10 to 10:30 work. And what I'm doing right now is just finding those opportunities for productivity. So you should, me working in HR, folks, you should be entitled to a lunch break. So I'm utilizing my lunch break, to maybe making those real estate calls, maybe doing some editing for the podcast, maybe, spending some time working on music. So my challenge that I'm overcoming is also going to be my advice for everyone listening to, the realization that it's like, hey, you got to stick to your schedule. In addition to the schedule, though, it's moving things when they need to be moved. We can't predict the emergencies. I'm pretty sure the folks out in California, definitely understand that, with the recent wildfires. So, but it's what you can control to be the benefit for yourself.
Totally, yeah, 100%. And then on top of that, like, what motivated you, or what actually inspired you to start your own entrepreneurial journey?
Yeah, I think it was just to serve others. I've always heard the old proverb, I'm not sure if it's African proverb or I just heard it somewhere, but if you want to go far, you got to do it with others. If you want to go fast, by all means do it for yourself. So I was thinking of ways, as I was starting my real estate journey, as I was getting into doing the podcasting, in what ways am I serving other folks? So the entrepreneurial journey really started as far as like, how can I benefit others? I think I got into HR doing in staffing and recruiting because I'm helping other people. I'm helping other people, get that job that they're looking for or get them started on a career pathway, to, help them to grow to new heights. So the entrepreneurial journey, really started with, hey, how can I help folks? My slogan that I'm always doing at the end of the show is stay blessed, my fellow millionaires, because whether folks realize it or not, or if they already are, that's even better. But everybody's worth that, and I always look at other people's accounts and always been jealous, saying like, oh man, they got 1 million subscribers. Dang, I want to get there too. But I realize my passion exceeds that. And I say stay blessed, my fellow millionaires, because it's one thing to have 1 million followers. It's another to help 1 million folks become millionaires. So that's my pathway, that's my journey. And I'm looking to do that, through law, through my music, through, real estate, of course, and then of course with the podcast as well, having folks come on. Hey, you got this big time lawyer, eventually manifestation. He did a podcast and folks are, going back to that channel and being interested, in the guests that are that have been on the podcast.
Wonderful. And what's been one of your biggest business successes so far?
Yeah, so I'll say passionate wise, because I don't know if y'all could tell, this is not the face of a 21-year-old who just graduated college. My passion that I want to start with first is, getting into law school. My biggest business success, I'll honestly say my career. I look back and going back and saying that I used to work for Labor Ready, which was a day staffing agency company. Folks will come in, not the greatest of all backgrounds. Some were either coming out of a halfway house, some were, had just gotten out of prison. Well, hence the halfway house, or some was just getting their first job and they were having to be put out to manual labor. So when I saw the success of that, as far as helping people get jobs, I just continued on with that. So my biggest success, honestly, is just being in the industry for over 15 years, helping people get jobs. I can definitely say with affirmation and confirmation that I've helped 1,000 people, get careers. And this is all the way from entry-level positions to CEO level roles. So yeah, the biggest success is helping those find the career pathways that they're looking for.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. And then also, for anyone sort of watching us, all these entrepreneurs, business owners, people that want to actually get or start their own business, like, what's one tip you can share with them?
Do it. Just do it. A lot of people think that they need to have the planning. Really, if you're looking at this, it's 2025, 2026. I'm manifesting 2035, and you come across me in Tony's interview and you're like, man, how do I start? Just start. Really set 15 minutes of your day. Chat GPT, AI is a beautiful thing. Or just simply Google, what do I need to get started for X business? What do I need to get started to become a realtor? What do I need to get started to become a lawyer? Excuse me, a music artist. A lot of folks get caught up with, oh, I need to make sure I have things in place, or I need to be living in the right environment, or I need to, get my internet set up. It's down to the basics. Go to a Starbucks, go to a McDonald's. Take advantage of the resources that you have right now. And if you got to get on a bus to do it, by all means do so. But don't let fear get in the way.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. On top of that, I think that's something that can help everyone as well. If you have the resources of any kind, like hire a coach that can also help you get there faster. So that's something I would suggest as well. And yeah, so thank you very much for being a guest today. So if someone actually wants to get in touch with you, if they want to check out your podcast, how they can do that? Can you share that with us then?
Yeah, absolutely. The simplest way is to really go to danielamstead.com. Everything that's about me, including, how or pretty much how my pursuit is, why I'm looking at law school, all the way down to the music, real estate. There's a link at the end of the website of danielamstead.com where you can contact us. My phone number is on there. So I've been having that phone number since the age of 13. So we will say number of years. But if you want to reach out directly to me, I will say, because I still get those fun calls, you know, feel free to, I would recommend to text me first. So that's 609-351-3975.
Okay, great stuff. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you for being a guest and opening up with your stories. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching this episode. I will try to leave the link in the description as well, and let's go from there. See you in the next episode.
Thanks again, Tony.